Alright. Back we are, aren't we? See, just a little bit of cleaning. Yeah, I just removed some stuff from my desktop and now I have misaligned my stuff. My keyboard is in the wrong place and it feels uncomfortable as hell. Yeah, don't clean your desktop, guys. Client and this server. Okay. Let's continue with what the fuck? Oh my god, I typoed twice. Alright. So right now what I would like to probably get back to the client is to initialize its own version of the ECS, right? Or actually its own version of the ECS so that it can what can it do? So we can represent it using a queue. But for that we need to add it into the ECS. You can do that real quick. And so on the server side, once we receive that a client has been connected, do we want to do it in here as well? Because now we would like to send back to the client that, yep, you are indeed connected and this is your information. Don't do that anymore. So we could actually just establish one writer that we just clear, which would be probably more ideal than doing initializing one all the time. We could use the same also initializing the buffer here. Yeah, you can reuse the same buffer. Okay, I guess we can do that, but to begin we will just make it work once over here. So when an entity is connected, we'll also say here, we'll create a reader, so const fixed or writer, actually it's called writer. Or am I dumb? Yeah, it's basically this we want to do. Or buffer 1024 U8s defined. And then we'll do the fix writer, which is just a stdio. Oh my god. Please just get... No, I cannot. I know it's an stdio. Like so. That was hard. Writer equals to dot fixed. Now we provide the address of the buffer. Actually, I'm a bit curious to know. Fix writer buffer. It's a typo there. Right. And this is what I want to know, because here we provide the address of the array, which I find super strange. If this is has length 0, the writer is unbuffered, because she said no operation. Still cannot sup fellas. Hello Hermpel. How are you, my fellow friend? and then const writer address, not writer, text. Where's the damn LSP when you need it, huh? Address of STDB, yep. Fixed writer. Right, we cannot make it to a variable. And now we got this. We just started making my first YouTube video. Oh hell yeah, what are you making? Let me know, let me know. Const, what shall we say? Acknowledge, acknowledge command. Shared net. Now should we add actually another one in here? That is acknowledge, because this one sends connect. I could also just send connect back. This is like more of a server send request back, but I think we can just let it be in there, why not? I mean, if it's bad, we can change the sign later on, it's not too much to ask for. Will beer, we got to do dishes. Damn, you're gonna leave me like that? How am I supposed to know what you're making now? So we'll have a connect and a disconnect, and then no, is that how you type acknowledge? Acknowledge. This is how you do it. Acknowledge. Like so, right? 2 Ks, bruh. Acknowledge. 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 Yes. Yes. Good. And this one will basically just be a public const acknowledge structure, and well, if you receive this is already good, but you will also receive a oof. I cannot. Should I? It doesn't really matter. I don't have to send the actual entity ID that I got from the ECS. That is because I will know which. They don't need to know what are their relative ID, but I guess we should actually send to them the kind of like information state of other players. We'll get to that in a bit. And that's not even acknowledged. We can just let it be an empty one, like so. So then it should be a it's equal to dot, and then come on, give me some LSP. System of the server. Oh, actually have to remember these things now. Crazy. And then we'll have that, and then get the acknowledge command dot write. We're passing the writer. I think this could be done a bit. Now, how do I actually send to this specific socket? Well, actually, we do have the. Okay. Because we got this, I can just say here. So I can say var. Actually, const client. This will be easier to deal with. Shared net. No wait, where do I have it? This is just net client. Oh my god, that's true. And then here dot like so. Well, I don't have to tell it that it's a. I will know. And then we can change this to... Oops. What's going on? We can take all of these. Can I just do this? No, I cannot do that. But we can do this. And then we can say client. So. And then we'll have the clients here. And then what you can do is client. Oh my god. So it's when I use multi-line cursor that the thing actually breaks. That's amazing. Client dot. And what do we have in here? Okay, how do I actually send a... Because I do have self dot. I thought I had. Or do you have the address? But that's not it, what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to... What am I even trying to do? Trying to get access to... Okay, we just have access to future. I don't store anything. I just run concurrently here with this accept. So I need a socket to send with an IP ad. I got this, but maybe I need to bind a socket. That would be probably the more ideal approach, right? That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Let's run. Sending data to clients. Should I create a socket? Each. Fine. That's how it answered. I was like, whoa, I better first enter. For UDP networking, the approach is different than TCP. Let me explain. Yeah, that makes sense. Explain. Okay. Because I'm like, I could create a socket because I got the IP address of the client that got connected. But how do I know? Because as long as I think that the client is connected, I would like to send data to it. That yes, and let's see, what did it suggest? The short answer: use one socket on the server to send it to each client address. Approach one socket, bind every good huge overhead, won't work properly per client. Okay, one socket for all clients. Okay, how does this work then? Good, standard UDP pattern. Server one socket bound at startup. Okay, so we have this. What is this address that I bind to then? Is this just the server? And then send client address. Okay, your code. Looking at your server code, you're already doing it right. You bind once in socket accept and store the client address in your hash to the yes. Iterate over client address. You get the. Well, that's not how you do it. Oh wait, no, that's how you do it. Yeah, and then yes. Self socket, yeah, but making the assumption that the socket is inside of here, it's not. So, but it's also my mistake, I guess, yeah, because we could actually do it outside and then just access it as a parameter. Is address required anywhere? No, it's not. So we could take in the socket instead. That's fine. So in the init over here, yeah, we used to have that, but then I changed it. We can do this, and we can put this in here, and we can change it to be, oh my god, it's good, like so, and it will say that there is no such thing, and we will say yes, there is no such thing. That's fine. We can add it. Fuck, pressing the wrong buttons every time. And one day I will get good at this, but and then we'll change this to be just a. Is it just IONet socket? I think it is. socket. Yeah, it is. And then we'll store the socket in here, like almost like that. Right. And that should be okay. I don't know. It didn't auto-format it. So it's scary when it doesn't auto-format. And we will make a slight adjustment here. We'll change this to be the socket, which it doesn't understand that is in there, but it is. And then we'll go to this thing and we'll change the definition to be, instead of that, we'll change the socket, and well, yeah, we also have to change this thing then. Fuck! Hell. I'm pressing the wrong buttons all the time! Oh, man. Okay, got it this time. Okay, I had to look it out with the keyboard. Socket. And that should be fine. Now we should have socket one higher up, and we should be able to do the same things. So let's see, should probably run one time, but deinit, yes, we'll deinitialize self one. No, we won't. Self.socket. Where damn is my socket? It's okay. We'll just do this, and we won't do. Where are the errors coming from? Here. Why are these being used? IO. Self IO. No, not self. What? It's data.io because it's not initialized yet. Like so. And then it doesn't know anything about socket because I still call it address. God. Okay, yeah, first try. And in practice that should, in theory that should run, it didn't. Missing in union opcode, I noticed missing declaration, acknowledge enum. That should be right. I forgot about it. Knowledge void. Switch must handle all possibilities. Right, see? I should have one that is just unknown. Because then I can always just... I don't think so. It's better to just do this and then it will bitch about it every time. And then I will never have to do the else. Because otherwise I will be able to compile and run this, and it will be so bad if I'm able to do that. Knowledge. Well, it's not that the server will ever receive this actually, which is kind of funny that I actually got it in the server, because the server will only receive those type of commands. It should never receive an acknowledge one, but this is bad. I should maybe have separate. Yeah, because it's only the client that sends that I want to connect and disconnect. Yeah, those are like client commands. And this is a server command. And yeah, I guess you could just send a forced disconnect, but then it would be a server's forced disconnect and not a... If it gets to a problem, we'll do that. For now, we'll just roll with it. If this happens, I will just be like, what the fuck? We'll just print. Well, I should do an error. I think it's funnier. Why do I not do log? What the fuck? And then try like that. We won't do anything with it, we'll just run it. Okay, we won't run it. Filling an address. Okay, good. Yeah, finally getting the errors. Good, 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 good. Yes, this is now a socket. So, and that thing doesn't even work right now, but it's okay. And then we go into client. Run. let's see. We should still be able to receive the same messages right now. We got entities. And then if I disconnect, it went down. Good, 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 good. Then we will now send back to the client that yes, good, you are connected. And we can do that by self socket send. And in here it starts to get really funny because we're gonna take the. Alright, we can actually do this. We're gonna get the client const and then client address is equal to pair.key. And now we can change this. I'm not sure. Let's see. We can, hey, what the fuck? Why can I? Oh my god, I'm doing the wrong thing. Spell.io. And then here now we got the client address, so we can do that. And here's the date. I think it's not just writer dot buffered. Isn't it that? And then we need to try. I think it's like that. You can see socket send buffered. Yep. So now on the client side, insist. How should I actually? I need to start also a accept from because I don't read anything from the server right now. Should I also disable? Damn it! Fuck! This is not good. This is really bad. Okay, because now I need to decide. I'm going to hot reload also the on init and dinit. I think those things should not be hot reloaded. I think what gets initialized in the beginning is what will be. If you want to change that, then probably just restart. I think. Damn. Let me take a look. Wait. What the fuck is happening here? Okay. We're chilling. Because then I could move this into the init as well if we remove the init from being called and just doing updates. I think that would be a tremendous benefit as a whole, and also faster effects. I think there's just a bunch of pluses. There are a few drawbacks with it. Hello Penguin Operator, but I think the wins that we get from disabling a hot reload on init and dinit for everything or systems is so good. We can still keep the update. That's fine. Usually because there are so many things in the update that we can still change. It's a bit hard if you want to do a change to the renderer, but usually those objects that you create in the beginning is kind of fine, and assets are also hot reloaded individually, so I think it would be a big win to just hot reload the update and not anything else. I think we'll win on it. Yeah, we'll do that. I think it's a win. So we'll remove that. We'll not do dinit. And did I remove the right thing? Yes. This. Oh my god. We finally will get rid of this thing, and we'll get rid of that as well. Oh my god. That's so good. Actually, this is just a big win. So we will just reload this thing, which is kind of weird, but that means just the update will hot reload. It's fine, and we will be able to move this away from here. Let's see if this first of all works. So what we'll do is just start the app. I think this one should still start even though there's no server. It's kind of funny. I think it's fine, but it's weird. And then if we move out to here, and I go and make a change to the update loop. So render Vulkan. We go in here and we change this to, this should take effect and not crash. And it crashed. Let's see what happened. Protection address. Command. Is it saying the command is not? That's interesting. Event update. Because it should not trigger. Oh, right. No? Maybe? Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Because this is stored in the global binary. It's not stored. Oh, right. So we would have to switch it. This makes things a little bit weird because also on the server we would like to take back the on hot reload that we re-init stuff, but I think it's such a tremendous amount of resources to deallocate so many things that needs to be reused for a hot reload, and that we want to probably move towards being a bit more smooth, that it's not worth it in... Yeah. I could change this to be stored. Yeah. Not in a binary. Or if I could store it... I think we'll have to do that. Even though I prefer to have it like this, it's so much more convenient. But I guess we can. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look. So if I go into function, proc function here, because here I just store them in the binary straight up like this. And what I could do is just change this proc table, remove that, we would have empty of these, and then when we load them, we'll have to take in a self. Yep, that could work. Is it worth it? Because if I now make this change, it's not painful to edit back, but it's just dumb. Oh my god, you're kidding. I thought I did multi-line here, but apparently it's not reacting. Okay. So like that. Then we'll have them just like that in here. And yes, this will now just get that. We have to make it a bit differently, but it's okay. Let's see. Now we would have to pass it in also, rather than just using the binary. Fuck, it was so much more convenient to just hot reload the update function, or like the whole thing. And I think also if we start using other libraries, like, well, I guess we could still have a reload function for just special cases, because also the sockets will have to be reloaded, or not but like they can change their logic when you do a hot reload, and that won't work if you just change out the update function. So I guess we could have something more like reload function that is pre-reload and post-reload. So we de-initialize the old one and then reinitialize with the new, and that could work both on client and server. And then it's a bit painful, this, to be honest, taking away the init and the de-init, but it's probably for the better, because there's so many edge cases right now with the initialization of stuff and then the deinitialization. And globals is one of these big problems, especially if we start using libraries, which uses global states. It's gonna become really painful, this. But I think we can make special cases for those. Yeah. Probably. Okay, no. I really, I don't know. I don't know if I want to. It would be so much better if we actually did it like that. Wait, no, because that means also that the functions in for the reloading of the assets will also now be improper or invalid if we do this now. Maybe it's not worth it, because I can't think of a way to make, because it solves a few problems, but it introduces now new problems at the same time. So I don't think it's really worth it. We'll keep it like this. And we'll go back to the main. And let's just take back. Yeah, until there. And then we can start it. Let's see that we don't break anything. I think this is still better than, I guess, in that case. And we'll go. We have to move backwards a bit. Like so. And I should probably launch it. And then in here, we'll just undo it back and save that. And let's see if it takes effect. Perfect. Yeah, we'll go with it then. We'll reinitialize everything. It's fine until I can figure out something smarter. Okay. So then the thing that I need to take care of is the damn sockets, because I can, if I do a hot reload on the client side, right? I don't want to send a request to reinitial. Well, we could get, it could, wait, but it will think that it's a new frick. Oh, that's so painful. Okay. Because we don't want, what we don't want to do is now to, but we can store that. Oh my god, we can store it. Yes. Okay, what we can do, I'm thinking, the concern I got right now is just that we have an established connection with the server, and now we don't want to re-establish it, because then that would be just, it would think that it's a new client, and that we don't want. We just want to still use the same. What I'm trying to get to is that we want to, wait. But we're already doing it. I'm a potato. Kind of. Damn it. Okay, we already got it. So no, there's no problem. But this just looks disgusting, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. We will roll with it then. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, so we already got it inside here. Yeah, we got the stream, but we want the socket. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, but stream is socket. Stream is socket. Mitä vittua? What the fuck? No, wait, what? Where does it go? There. Okay. But did we also receive from a stream? Why do I not just use pure socket? Okay, I need to. In my client, I create a stream. Is this just a higher level of abstraction from a socket, or is it something else? Hired. Yes, very much. Yes, okay, let me check your code to show you what's happening. Thank you. You don't need. I just wanted to know if that was the case. Okay, well then I guess if there's no limitations, I don't know if it limits me to do stuff. Usually abstractions can do that sometimes, so you don't do something stupid, which I usually try to do. So, but I think it's fine. We just need to do the same thing that we do now on the server, which is we need to establish a concurrent run, which actually will be, oh my god, it will be so perfect. Actually, we should do the same on the server now. Yes. Okay, because we can do is inside of systems here, right? We start the whole thing, system init, and it goes through here, it initializes here, and here does this thing. Now we would like to do the same thing that we do over here. We would like to establish this, yo, what's up, brain rot cool Sigma, or you know, the game that we're creating is called Planetary Sigma. With that Sigma with that set though, but welcome to the stream, by the way. So now we want also to run a future here which would listen to the server and then queue those commands also so we can process them inside of the systems. Yes. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's slightly different from yeah, I know, it's cool. Yeah, this is net client accept. So I guess we could create our own net in the client. Or is that stupid? I think it's smart. I'm thinking it's smart. So in system here, we can now add a net. E source system and then net.zig. Are you using Linux? Yeah, I'm using Arch Linux, by the way. And then we can just do an std and we will import the std. And in here, what will we do? What will we do? It will pretty much be the same thing as we do over here. So I think I can pretty much yoink. But now this is getting weird if I do... It's just for server, this thing, as of now. I don't know why I have world in here. World should not be in here anymore. We'll just take we'll just take this. We'll just take the accept from here. No need for the I think. And we'll slightly change this to be update connect nets connect net listen. I think listen would be good. We'll go with listen until Harold comes and complains to me and telling me that I'm stupid. Let's see, what did he give for response on the stream? Connect you, then you do sockets. The stream is a higher level abstraction. Here's the hierarchy. So you have the stream, you have the socket. Okay, key inside your code. You're already accessing the raw socket via stream socket line. This means you can use either approach. Stream socket send when you want to specify destination each time like you're doing. Stream write for stream like usage, but less common for UDP. Why am I even making a stream? Your current pattern is correct. Stream access the raw socket when you need low level. This is actually the right way to do UDP in SIG. New IO system. The stream gives you a nice container but still have full access to the socket for specific different destinations. Okay, anyways, we'll just listen here, and what we'll take in, we do need the allocator, and we're going to need... We are not gonna have multiple clients. What we're literally just gonna have an array list, I think. We don't need to know the server will always be the same thing, so we can just say array list of, and then... Well, we'll not take this, we'll just take an array list of commands, right? So we're gonna need the shared. Const shared. How are you gonna host the servers? I'm thinking of going like Minecraft, how Minecraft does it. If you want to play, you will host your own server. You'll just get the binary and start it. Or I could also make like a button that launches it, so if you wanna host your own server, just it will just launch. It's the same approach as Minecraft does it. Players will just host their own servers. It will be still authoritative, but yeah. What was I supposed? Shared. I didn't typo that. And then in here we can say shared dot with no LSP, fantastic. I think I just call it net and commands. But that one is a capital C. So they will play in localhost. No. You will still have to, well, I guess figure out some port forwarding or whatnot. You can use Cloudflare. I have done that before with friends that with Zig also. No, this was using SpacetimeDB with Zig.
See you later, allocators.
Hello, Damon. And I just hosted and people could connect. Was it Cloudflare or what was it we used for the tunneling with multiplayer?
Multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't know. You have a few options. If you just want like HTTP WebSockets, then like Cloudflare is fine. But if you no wait, no, that's not WebSockets. No, hold up. If you just want hooks, sorry, webhooks, then Cloudflare works fine. So it's like you basically just send like little messages to another. You're not actually connected. Like you actually need to do like port forwarding to be like properly connected. Like we were doing like a chat thing where we're just pinging each other.
No, but I also had, you remember when I did the first version of this with OpenGL and you guys could connect and move around as well?
Oh, I actually didn't join, I don't remember. Well, I remember...
Okay. No, but you sent me something and I got Harold and T-Chef to join, or was it just Harold? But yeah.
I think it was just Harold and T-Chef.
Crazy times, crazy times.
Well, no, Cloudflare can let you hook up to each other in a sense.
Yeah. Let's see. Hope I'm doing this correct. I'm a bit unsure. Net command, it should be like that. Well, I can still keep that hello there, it's funny. And then we'll have the buffer, we'll message to see if this will not, this is the stream now. Stream. And then we'll go stream dot that. And we'll receive that, and I guess I will keep that there. That's not really necessary, to be honest. Still like that. And then we'll receive it, we can print it, then we can parse it, and now we'll get this. And we can also do that, but we'll do commands. It's actually server received. I don't know what to do. Append allocator, and then we'll append. Well, this shouldn't be. I don't care about. You shouldn't be getting a connect. No. Okay. What we'll do is just the dot act. No, I should really. I should really make a separate command structure for client and server. This is starting to be kind of weird. But we'll take all of this because it will be kind of the same, but not really. And we will do that, and then else, I don't really care what they send. I'm just gonna be like for now, because I don't have the right approach. Just gonna move it like that, and we're gonna change this to an error. Unhandled command. And I guess I could do a S, and then I can pass in the parse command. You can also totally use stream networking. I tried a simple version a while back in Zig. Simple stream network. Steam, sorry. Yeah, actually, yeah, wait, but do you still need to... You still need... Then you need to work with the Steamworks. What is it called? Is it called Steamworks? What's it called? What the fuck is it called? Steamworks? I don't remember. Hello, Kaya, how are you? But yeah, we'll append this, and then we'll append... Well, it's... I don't know how to spell acknowledge ever. No, is it like that? I don't know. Okay. And then we'll change this to be edge. And then acknowledge. Yeah, you need to use Steam's library. Yeah. How? Great. You're doing great. That's great. Actually, I'm doing pretty good. The next video, I'm already planning the script for it. And just thinking about how I should, because it, I want to do a weekly upload. That's what I want to do. But it might, just I was like, if I would finish it off as it's right now, of course I could go more in depth in everything I do. It would just be 2 minutes. I was like, okay, 2 minutes-ish, probably 3. But I was like, But I'm gonna do a weekly upload. So if it will be a 2-minute video, then it will be a 2-minute video, alright? Weekly upload is the goal. No, it will not be 2 minutes, but still. We don't care about this, and we don't care about this either. And we don't care about that. This we do care about. So I'm also gonna add this in here. Like so, we'll actually move it. And now we should get that, and then we should just be that, okay, it's acknowledged, and we append it to the array list, and else we just say that, and that should be fine, I think, probably, maybe. And then we can go back into system, and here we'll change it now to be, we have to go up to the top actually, and we have to const net equals at import, oh my god, system net, let's see, and like that, and then we can go back to there, and here we'll now change it to just be listen, like so. Fuck, I thought I had it. Net listen, don't put the damn shit in there. Oh my god, still doing it worse. Okay, so, and then except find future, this is just, I think it's more like server listen. I think that's a good name. That's what I should call it. Oh my god, server listen, that's so good. That's such a great name. And we can just go in here dot server. Fuck, just realized that this is okay. This is perfect. Is it? Maybe it's not, because now we will actually do a oh no. No, wait. It depends entirely on the order here. Let's see. No, it's perfect, because we will initialize the system first, and then we'll send that we're connecting. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. This will be a try. No, wait. Yeah, it will be a try. Because it's, okay, I know this. Or is it a try? I don't fucking know. It's an STD. Oh, no. It's an IO. Data. Where the fuck is my LSP at? IO dot concurrent. Is it run concurrent or it's just concurrent? Okay, concurrent. And then we'll pass the net, listen, and then here we want to pass in the things that we'll be using, which is pretty much the same thing as we do over here. So we'll do an allocate the data. Damn LSP at. Okay, great. You gonna give me some LSP now? No, but I can figure it out. And then we want the stream. Do we get that? That we get also from the data. Stream. And then we're gonna have to have the command as well. They will be in here, I think, yeah. So we will do a commands. I think for now that's fine. std array list net. No, that's not net. That's actually shared net command. And it will be equal to that empty. And then this one will go to net.
Oh, sorry.
You better be sorry.
Casually just dying in the background.
Oh, I forgot the IO. That's what I forgot. Oh my god. I think you need that steal feature in the game, like in Steel, brain rot and grows offline and all that kids will play this game. What you mean, like yoinking stuff from other people? Oh no, no, we cannot do that. Dara IO. I don't know, my LSP is like dying here on it's on life support. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Because it will return this. And I need that array list here. Fuck. I mean, I could allocate this and then return it. Then I would have to keep a reference to it. And then in the init in here. But we already get a. Can I not just. I could use self. Why don't I do that? Oh, it's so disgusting to do it, to be honest, because I really hate it. But I guess if I change this to void, you cannot make it wrong. Yeah. Init, pass in self. It's a bit of a dumb approach, but at least if you do this, you cannot initialize self without having already a self, kind of. Which is this context that we pass in over here. So all of this should be valid. And then this would be fine, because then we should have that array list. And then I will change this to self dot asterisk is equal to, and then we can do self dot commands. So damn it. Like that. And it doesn't recognize commands. Wait, hold on. Expected type point right, because I want to pass it as reference, apparently. And will this game be open source? I mean, as of the moment, I don't have any license on it, so it's completely free just to go and grab, I guess. I don't know yet. I think it would be cool if it would be open source. I think I would still like to make it a commercial product, I'm not sure. So, but at the same time, it's also pretty cool just to allow people to have access to the source code and being able to try things out, because it also helps. You know, it benefits both ways when it's like that, because people can just try things out, and I usually get notified about what other people do as well, and that's just super cool, in my opinion. This should now do this without any hot reloading. I think this should just run and not have any problems. I was wrong. No, I was acknowledged root member name. I did a typo. Net 17. No. Is it not that how you spell it? No, now ledge. Fuck, now, oh. And now the LSP is there, great. And people can make mods. I think mods, you would have to make like a completely different like build. There was a guy who is still involved in the project who wanted to add WebAssembly. So you would run it kind of sandboxed, and that means that anyone could really write in any language and compile it to WebAssembly and then add that as a mod to the server, or I guess also client. Yeah, it's they haven't been in contact in a while, so I'm not sure about that. If it was open, so some people can make mods in this game, and that's cool. Yeah, that's well. Well, I guess I will get better at writing better code, but right now it's kind of hard, I guess, to even try to comprehend what I'm trying to do. What did I do here? Writer command. Where does it come from? I have no idea. There's somewhere I call it writer. Let's see. It should tell me system client invalid string. Why doesn't it? It should be somewhere obvious. System sig. Right. I know what I'm doing here. Because this is just a. What's it called? It's. How do I get the name? At tag name, I guess. Isn't that what I want? Yes, perfect. It crashed, but it's still running. What the heck? Oh yeah, because it's that small problem. Let's see. Yeah, because we're trying to run a function here. String socket receive IO. Wait, it crashed here? That's crazy. Why would it crash there? I mean, unless if it does that symbol looking up. I would understand if it did a hot reload here, but it didn't, so then I don't understand why it would crash. It should crash on a hot reload right now. Because I don't handle the... Well, I do actually, but it's not in a good way. Receive. Why would receive be problematic here? Okay, let's go and take a look. Memory address leak, that's okay. Because stream socket should be persistent throughout the whole thing. Let's see here. You get the stream, data stream. And it comes in here through this thing, which comes through main, which comes as a reference to this thing. Well, it should be fine. Maybe I should just make it a pure socket instead of a stream. Well, no, but that would be better. But I still can't explain why this would be problematic here. Because that should be a valid socket. Unless if it is a valid socket, but there's something else wrong here. Nah, that is I'm pretty sure that's the problem. Error no 111. Let's just give it here. Help me. Let's go and check that out. Error no 111. Let's check it out. Connection refused indicates that the client attempt to connect to a server was rejected because no program is listening on the specific port or firewall. Well, that can't be. Connect versus bind. Oh. Or stream connect. Yes. On UDP socket, it sets default destination for sending. Filters incoming packets only receives from address and does not bind to a local port for receiving. When you call receive on a connect UDP socket, it expects to receive from the server you connect to. But the server probably hasn't received your connect message yet, or doesn't know your client's address to reply. You have two options. Use bind instead of connect, recommended for game clients, okay? This gives your client's own port to receive on. In client source may replace old, bind any port lets OS choose. So client address, try parse any port, or stream client address bind. Keep server address for sending. So you would have a server address and then a client address. Update your send to use server address explicitly. Stream socket send. The server needs to reply to the address it's... Wait. The server needs to reply to its address received from, not its own address. Check your server code. Does it have client's address saved? Yeah, it does. Okay, wait. So just because I used connect... Okay, I need something that would explain what is the diff between connect and bind. Should I even use stream? Just go with raw sockets. Let's go check it out in the meantime while it's trying to answer that. Because I do this connect, and there's the bind. Initiate a connection-oriented network stream. Associate an address with a socket which can be used to receive UDP. Okay, so bind is probably already. Packet, UDP packets and other kinds of non-stream messages. Non-stream messages. See listen for streaming alternatives. Unbound socket can be used to receive messages from multiple different addresses. Listen. Here. Connection to kernel will accept on the application's behalf. Okay, but okay, so it's kind of like the same way that we do it here, but okay. Wait, main here, because here we just create. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we do it in here. Watcher, world system accumulator, system context. No. What? Init. Yeah, just create this thing and then I start listening to it. Or run concurrently over here. Like that. To accept. And then I just receive. And then when I feel like sending, I will send. Maybe I'm doing it wrong there as well. Workers, let me explain the fundamental difference. Summary bind connect. Bind, I want to receive data on this port. Connect, I only want to talk to this address. Server known port or client, any port. Client with one server filters incoming. Okay, so if you do connect, you can just listen to multiple ports, but bind. Client, option A, connect. Get random port, sets default destination, filters incoming, simpler API. No connect, so then you gets random ports, specify destination each time, see who sent one. What? We want the client to both to receive and send. Just use raw sockets, you're already doing it. This is the raw socket just wrapped. Yeah, but I wonder if I just should drop the stream. The stream is just a container, you're accessing the socket directly anyway, it's fine. Keep things... You've exchanged your client from connect to bind, old line to new, but why would I now do any port? Does it more stream local address bind? And then you stream, and then you try to parse. Then update all your stream sockets send cost server address instead. Wait, but why would I now? Okay, so I would store the server address and then I would say so I would say stream socket calls to use server address, and then I have also bind. But how do I guarantee that I only want to listen from? Server. But I guess that makes sense. So in main, in here, instead of doing this, we'll change it to a bind. My bad. credentials, but that returns just a socket. Am I just dumb? It's fine. And also another thing that we could do now while we're at it is to go to here. And what I would like to change this is just to IP address. So pub const server address IP, which is a std io net IP address. Let me quickly just get that damn LSP in here. Jesus Christ, why is it not in here? This share doesn't really like to have that LSP unbound. Good question. If you bind only, you will receive packets from anyone, including spoofed packets from attackers. Here are your options. Option connect after bind. Recommended. You can do both. This gives you your local port to receive on and filter incoming. Bind to any local port first. Local address, try that, and then you bind. Then connect server, filters incoming packets. Stream, connect, server address. Now you can use receive, will only get packets from server. Stream socket receive. But isn't that just basically what I'm trying to do and it doesn't work? This is exactly what you want for the game client, but if you don't use connect, check the sender address yourself, message stream socket, check if it's from the server, meta equals message from, yeah, use option 1. As, I do. You're right, let me look more careful. Okay. Rather. Address, parse, war stream. This creates a stream that's already connected to the server. Whoa. The server, but then online until you try socket. Where you're passing the address again, but the socket is already connected. Ah, my bad. The real issue, confusion. The error happens because you're trying to receive on a connected socket before the server has received your connected packet. Wait, you're trying to receive. Ah. Client sends connect packet, but I cannot do that because then I might get. Well, actually, I don't read it, so it's fine. Starts listening to the background thread, but server hasn't received the packet or sent the response yet. Client receive gets because nothing is responding. Fix non-blocking receive or timeout. Your listen function blocks waiting for data that hasn't been sent yet. You need to either make receive non-blocking. So listen. Socket receive catch error would block no data continue. Rest of your code, check if the server is actually running. Can you show me your server code? The crash might because server isn't running at all, server isn't bound to the right port, the server receives the packet but doesn't. Okay, I think this is a better approach. So continue if there is an error. We can do that. Oh my god. Patch error if error Damn it. What is error dot cannot. How does it know that wood block is the error? Block. Continue. Else we return error. Okay. Look at that. And that should also work then. That's okay. If I close the server now, I start the client. Let's see. No, then it crashes. So then it's just because it fails to establish the connection, right? Yeah, we should probably just exit before then, so... Yeah. That's probably the best approach to go. So then we can never run in. But I kind of want... No, if there is no server, but we should have probably a way to just exit out of it if there is no connection. Well, I don't even have that. I think that's more of a question when we get to a point where we can kind of actually see and wonder about these things. Right now, I don't even care about these things. I'm like, okay, there isn't really much gameplay, and if there is nothing, I don't even know what I would like to do. But at least we get that. We got, yeah, received knowledge. We got that it got acknowledged, the connection. So that's pretty darn good. We do get acknowledged for our, and fuck, we need to deinitialize a few things. But before we do that, we're gonna go into system, and then on update, yeah, we don't need to do that, but we can go into here and then just have a, well, I guess we could have a, I'm just gonna do a pub fn update from the system. This is the system net, and it's just gonna return a error void, like so. What we have to take in here though is we have to take in the world and the commands, because that's all that the...
I made my first coffee this morning. I accidentally put regular milk in it. I was wondering, like, why does this taste like crap?
No, that's crazy.
Totally ruined my first coffee.
Damn. What is this info? It's delta time. Nah, this is just processing the commands of network. So what I will do is I will take in... We need probably an allocator as well. So we'll take the allocator. Allocator, std, mem, allocator, and then we'll also take in the world. Const world import. Actually, this is better. This is like this. Shared dot. Is it just? No, this is not it. Wait, I'm a bit systems. We go to the top. How is it supposed to be? It's from systems world. That's what I want. so. Then we can take world pointer reference, probably yes. And we also need the std array list of, and this will be shared.net command. So we're gonna take in all of those. And then in here, for and I didn't call it anything, that's great. Commands that items, and then it will be, well, we don't modify the command, it's just command. And then in here we can now do a switch in the command, not the commands dot, that's it. And if it's a acknowledged, then world dot world dot easy. There's a mutex. Damn it. Because this will pretty much be the same that we're doing here. Hold EC add entity. Add entity. Like so. And something is wrong. Variable entity. What's the problem? Right. And then we'll not really do anything else. I think I will just yank that, go there, and say, actually it's more convenient to yank this. Like so. And we'll not really say anything about this. We'll just be happy that we received it, and then we'll add it. For now. And same for the allocator. I don't know, I just took the allocator in because I thought, actually it will be used. Once we're done with all of the commands that free, then we pass in the allocator. So. Now, this is a bit problematic because now I'm modifying this thing at the same, well, I'm not having the problems where they will happen, but they can and they should probably happen. Let's see. So now if I go into here and we run this, we should add it's right, but then I recall
the other gamers.
I don't know, they're gooning or something. Try, and then we can say net update. Should probably create an instance of this actually, because it's always better. But self.allocator. I forgot what the next thing was. Self.world. Where the fuck does the world come from? Do I store a world even? I just have a world here, but info has the world. That's okay. We have the info there. That's a bit weird. Maybe it should be in the context. World allocator, and we need the commands, so self dot commands. So now if we start the server and we have problems, system world const expected system world const. Well, I cannot do that because the world should be something that can be modified. Yikes. Why have I decided that? Expected a pointer, found a... Why is there a double pointer in there? Wait, what the fuck? Does it actually store a... Oh, it does store the pointer on. Okay, I'm done. And let's see if we run it now. We get problems. Damn it. Must handle all. Okay, thank God. It's just such a small thing. Woo! Else. Entity union is discard or union. Oh no! Yeah, two entities. That's what they should be on the client right now, because we do have a camera thing going on as well. Boom. That's pretty fire. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's awesome. Now we just have to take care of a bit of few memory shit, and then movement should now... I should probably make a separate client and server command structure so we don't have to worry about... Because it feels weird trying to manage the commands of a client and the server in the same place. Yeah, we'll do that first. And then we'll fix the hot reloading also at some point. But what we will do now is that we'll go to here. And here we have the commands, right? I would also like to be able to do this, but I can't get the damn LSP for this. I think I will just take it away from here and we'll change it in some other place where we can see these things. Hopefully. And we don't need to do that. It's okay. And this will just be a dot this and IP address. Am I dumb? There should be more options here. Let's take it away from here then. Main, and let's see, where do we do this? In here, we do it over here, we do parse. Maybe it's fine then. We'll keep it like that. And then now we'll have to change these commands to be client command and net.net. Ah, it's fine. Is it fine? Because, okay, wait, how do I think about this? It's like the client wants to send this, the server wants to receive this. So it's not really like clear because one end receives and sends anyways, so it's both used in both cases, and then client is the one receiving this, but the server was one sending this. What would be a smart way to do this? Because they could be in the same. They could be in the same. It just feels weird. But now, when I think about it, I cannot put them in a send and a receive structure because it will be used in both, and then that means also the client and server are like the opposite on this as well. So it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, no, we'll do it like this still. Okay, that was the next thing I wanted to do then. We want to... Yes, so I should probably not... Now I want to be able to... Let's make it so that it actually spawns in the camera and everything in the actual system rather than on initialize. So we'll not do this. We'll take this away. And then this will happen. This might be really dumb or really smart. It will be really dumb, but we need to do it like this. So I will do it like this. And then here, if one does that, then we will spawn it in like so. And we won't need that anymore. We can save that. And then system camera. This is kind of weird, but it is in here that I want to process. Well, it's not the net per se that I want to be able to process this thing. This is actually pretty dumb of me, I just realized. Why would I do it in here? It was just from here I just did the connection, but now I realized that it's not supposed. It's okay, it's okay. We'll put it in here. It was, oh my god. Like so. It's okay. Damn. And then in here, now this will just be self.commands. And then camera. So apparently, yeah, I will call it new camera. What the fuck? Where did it go? What is going on? New camera? Oh my god. Like so. And then the world is from info.world. And this should already be in here, like so. And same place, info.world. And info.world. Now, if no camera is received, brother, I did not call this new camera. Self commands and self allocator probably as well. New camera, like so. Yeah. And then this thing, I just make the assumption that there should be a camera. What we'll do instead, I will do an if query camera capture camera, like so. And then in here we'll put the update and then we'll get rid of that. And well, we should only do the render if there is a camera also. You can still update the asset manager. This is a bit weird, but it's fine. And yeah, net will not do this anymore. Yeah, let's try that. Yikes. Attempt to use null value. Camera. Right, you couldn't get it. It's the other way around. I'm stupid. So in here, this is the query that I should. It's that thing, not the. Yeah, I did 2 in 1. My bad. No, but if you can get it, then there it is, right? So we can do this, and then we call it camera, or we can call it entry. Actually, it's a better name. So that means it finds the entry, and then we can say entry dot that, and then we update it. Wait, do I have to do another? Like so, right? I think. Well, no, this is not. This I need to do. Yeah. So it gets. If it gets an entry, then we know we have a camera. We can get the component and call update on it, and then we update the renderer, and then we always do these things. Well, that's a yikes. Null. It should not be possible to do null. If you get that far, that means that we actually have an entry with a camera. Wait, what? Client system 96. Am I thinking about the right place? Oh, it's a different one. 96 here. Yeah, event update. I have also made the same assumption here. If, well, yeah, it's only the camera that should have an we should have an input thing. It's okay, we're getting there. It's about learning and thinking. So we will query, and then we'll go query next. And then this is kind of funny because I'm making the assumption that there should only be, well, there should only be one camera. That's basically what my app does, but I guess you could also have cases where you had multiple cameras per client. But we don't do that, so I'm not even gonna consider it. And if it gets it, then we are very happy, and we just say entry get pointer, and well, I guess we could do that, or we could also just say this. And then we still need a try. Yes, okay, let's see. There it went, and let's see, it does register the camera. And we are there. And now this just got added because it was registered on the server, and the server sent back that yeah, you're actually connected, and the client spawned in a camera for us to use on our side. Very nice. There should be crashes here. Right, that actually makes sense that there isn't. There is, but it doesn't get to the part on the D in it because it's yeah, it's it's okay. Yes. And if I were to not add a camera doing this, we will see that it will not give me a renderer, so I think it will, yeah. Pretty fire, right? So this can only happen if you get acknowledged. So it sends this also. I have no guarantee. I don't resend if it doesn't, like, first of all, I don't if I send a request, I don't check that I should have here after a period of time resend it if it doesn't get received. And the same thing also if the server sends that yeah, you got received but it never reaches, I should also here have on the server to send multiple times. But yeah, we're gonna get to that problem in a bit. Let's first focus on getting anything. But now that we got this working, we also need to send to all other clients when somebody connects. But what we're gonna do before that is that we actually we're gonna send to every client, because there's no point doing a mesh because, well, I guess we can see our own mesh. for a client. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We could do it a wireframe. I think it would be more fun to add the other clients to receive. Yeah, if we're gonna make it so that if a client connect, it will also not just send to the client that connected that, yeah, you are connected, it will also send to all other clients that the thing, this piece of shit is now connected as well. So you better think about it. Let's see if we can get it to work. Shouldn't be too complicated, right? What we'll do is, we have, should I maybe be more explicit? Client connect, client disconnect, client acknowledge, and then what should I call it? That send new client. Spawn client. It's a real special case. Usually we would only want to spawn an entity, right? And then in the entity we could specify yes. Yes, that's what we'll do. We say spawn entity. Should we say spawn entity or just spawn? Create it. How do I do with opcodes? Is it? I think it's like this. Entity. Spawn entity, we'll call it. Spawn entity. And this will be of a structure that we'll define down here. Because then we can specify in this structure what type you would like to spawn. And we could, well, also position, orientation. And then we could say that, yeah, you're gonna be... Could we even specify the structures by name? And then using comp time, we could figure out I guess we could do that. So then we wouldn't even have to. We could. Oh my god! No way we could. Okay, and we're just gonna start typing spawn entity. So we're gonna get the structure of that. And in here, could I actually? I think I could. Spawn entity. Well, let's first give it here. Spawn entity. Let's not make it more complicated than this, right? We can do a we can just say should I say transform? It's a big thing to pass over the whole transform, but I guess we'll do transform. And set transform. Why is it being problematic? 3D. Is it 3D or 3D? I really hate that we do not have LSP in here. And that will be it for this thing. Do we even have NC? And we do have NC in here. I cannot even access it, but it's okay. For now, we'll do that. And we'll always assume that this is just a player. For now, we are not gonna get too concerned about spawn entity. Now I'm making the funny assumption that every entity will have a transform. Oh my days, no. Okay, we can do an empty start. I guess that's fine as well. But spawn entity will still just... I would really like to just put all... Wait, no. No, I cannot do it because... The thing is that they will have separate information about the world. The server has its own kind of ECS and the client has its own, because the server doesn't need a camera and it doesn't need anything to do with, well, I guess that's the only thing, so we could make the world shared again. I think maybe it would actually be more beneficial. Let me take a look. Because the world is literally the same, besides that we need the camera, but the camera comes from the client system. But we could then we could just provide the world. Let's see, is Harold online? No, he's not. Damn it. He would probably know something smart to do here. But I guess we'll just go with the transform. Yeah, let's just go with the transform for now. It's just to see if it works and how it works. Later on we'll just change it. And why did I do this? I'm so dumb. Like that. So now on the server, if a connection happens, we want to tell every other client. Oh fuck. Yes, no, this is perfect. Now is it? Oh god, this is weird, because now I wanted to go through every client and tell them that, hey, you need to, maybe you need a send message function for the client. That would be so good. That would be so good. Yeah. We could should probably take in could do that. Yes. Let's do that. So in client, we can do a public function, which will be called send. Client.send message. Client send. And what we'll do in here is literally just the same thing that we do in here. We'll take this whole thing and then we'll remove stuff. So send, right? There's a few things that we're gonna change in here. First of all, I was thinking of taking self, but it doesn't really make sense because we don't really need, well, entity ID. I don't really want this to work if you don't give self. Let's see what else. Q command. Nah. Yes. No. Spawn entity. No, because I don't want to start queuing the command to spawn the other players, because then that, well, we do have here. Oh my god, that would be so much better. Oh my god. Because I was thinking of doing it in here when somebody connects, we'll go through each client and send that, hey, this client connected. But what we could also do is immediately when we receive that somebody connects, we could just append to every other client that, hey, there's also now a new client. And then we wouldn't even have to do a... yeah. I still think this could be pretty convenient, because we could just take in... It would just provide... Nah, I think this would actually just add more abstraction, which doesn't really hate anything. Yeah, we do this instead in here. So when somebody connects, before we create a client, we'll go through every other client and tell them to... So we'll create another const spawn entity command. I should probably start making this CMD because there's so many of them. And this will just be a shared net command, and don't know why it's telling me there's only connect or disconnect. And then we'll just make it empty. So Is that how I do it? I hope it's so. And then we can go 4. How do I... Because now I want to access every client. I guess I do it in the... here, so we'll just do this same thing. That's fine. I think it's fine in here. Alright, so we'll do this. We'll spawn a new entity. And then here, this is clients. We get all the clients, we iterate all of them. And then here... no... yes... yes, 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 no, maybe? It's a bit... is it a bit weird to do it there? Maybe? But yeah, we need a new... this whole thing as well. We'll put it here for now. I think it will be fine. And then we'll have socket. And we'll get fixed buffer, right, and then this spawn entity command. And this only has to happen once. It doesn't have to happen every time. So we'll take this up here. And then... do we have the IO? We do have the IO. We don't actually need... client address right here. We don't need a client. And... acknowledge command can go by. So this we should now send to our clients also that a new client is there. And... students. Spawn entity. Yeah. Let's see. Uh-oh. Transform 3D. Spawn the enum. Let's see. Shared spawn entity. No field name. Spawn the enum in root command opcode. Did I not call it that? Wait, do I have to call it actually the same spawn? Spawn entity. Okay, great. Good. So now type transform 3. Expected type found function. Function? That shouldn't be a function. The fuck? Great, I have no LSB over that. Okay. Transform 3D, that is what it should be. Transform 3D. Transform 3D. Okay. Well, that's a lie. Expected type. Found function. What the hell am I doing wrong? How is that even possible? That shouldn't be transform. That is a type. Don't understand how it makes the assumption that it's a function. Or am I reading that error wrong? Found fn type. That does, in my brain that makes no sense. Because that's not a function. 100% sure about it. Root shared for, yeah. Oh my god, that, okay, now it makes sense. Yeah, you don't do that and we'll do it. That's just dumb from me. I blame the LSP. I'm kind of a handicap without the LSP, okay. And let's see, whoa. So we must handle all possibilities, not unhandled enumerator of spawn. In shared root. What? Spawn. Error expected 4, argument found 3. Auto and Marshall. Okay, let's take care of that first. Wait, auto? There. Unmarshal reader type. And then it wants the deserialization, I guess. Why is there a false still on that? Isn't that more than what should be? Wait, hold on, what? I want the... Opt... Okay, this is... What's going on over here? That's not right. Reader... And then Endian should not be part of it. Welcome back, Penguin Operator. Yeah, this should be it. Let's see, that should produce at least one error. Switch spawn entity. I cannot read type vector, aka vector. We'll get to that in a bit. Switch must handle all possibilities. System 71. We'll just do an else so we can move on. We'll get to this in a bit. Okay. Cannot serialize, aka vector. Cannot read type. Okay, fuck me. What we'll do is simplify it. So we will just go in here and instead of doing this, we'll just say a... Actually, it's better to simplify it. A 3-dimensional array of... We don't even need this big precision, but I'm gonna do an F32. And that should be able to be parsed. Requires... right, because... Wait, can I not just... If I just say this, can I not just... I shouldn't have to do a... I feel like this lens size. Really? You're kidding. Well... Or I can just... Fuck it. We'll do this. We'll call it IT, even though it's not the ID that we're gonna pass, but... Okay, now it's playing games. What the fuck is going on? Missing structure net 31. Isn't this how you do it? Hold on. Spawn. I'm really struggling right now. Net. I'm in the wrong one. Spawn entity. ID. 0. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So it shouldn't really do anything, I think. It should send to all clients that yeah. Yeah, it didn't send even because all of the clients just say else. But now inside of system here, if we receive a dot oh my god, a dot spawn entity, this is the server, and if it receives a spawn entity, yeah, we'll still do it the ugly way, but it's a okay ugly way. We don't have to spawn in a entity. This is just that it. Wait. Okay, maybe right now this will work, but I'm thinking that we probably will have to think about something different here. But now we have access to command on its own is already a thing that we want to use, so even just command like so dot. I'm a bit unsure. Wait, expected. Ah, right, we don't need to do that. Command, then we just say command write this. That should actually be the else. And then we'll just send it over. Right? Simple like that. And then in the client, we can do the unhandle just to see that we actually receive it. It's the first time they shouldn't do anything, but if I start another client, they should Zig build run. Send to the first client that something got. Let's see. Unhandle command spawn entity. Ah, awesome. You got it. So this should basically just say that we also want to spawn in the other player just got connected. Fantastic. Both are called Lucas, by the way. Funny. Oh, that's so fire. Well, that's there's a few small tweaks that we have to do, but we will get to them in a bit. I just want to see the players being able to move and see each other, kind of. So we're not gonna be too concerned about exit program stuff before we get to that part. But yeah, so now actually, why am I even doing this? I don't even care what command you get in here. I just want to append them all anyways. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And in system, in the update here, if you receive a dot, actually, that we could do in here. Wait, let's yank that from there and then go into the else here, because that's fine. Oh, unhandle command. That I like. Close that, and then you can do the same in here, because we shouldn't do this thing in here. That's just weird. And then we'll just do else, and then we'll do the same thing on the fuck? We'll put that in there, and we'll remove this. And then we'll cry a little bit because I'm dumbass. Getting simple syntax stuff as usual, but that's okay. Now my brain kind of forgot what I was supposed to do. Yes! Spawn entity. And we'll take care of the spawning of the entity here, because now we will know that something should have get spawned. But the thing that we actually do know here is that it is actually just a normal entity. It's not really anything special about it. We'll just call it entity. Of course, this should be illustrated by a box to be the player. But for now, we'll just ignore it like so, and we'll say the total amount of entities. Now, there's a thing also that every player, when a player connects, they should get the full state of the current game as it is right now. Which I don't do right now. I should figure out a smart way to do it. Fuck. But right now it would be enough just to send to every, when a client connects, that it will also receive every client that is connected. But this should now at least tell me that when I connect with a client, let's see, this should not work as nothing special. But if I now connect with another one, the first one should say that there's two entities. It does. Awesome. But it won't receive anything for a disconnect. So if I close the first one, it will not receive anything. I closed it in the wrong way. No, I was supposed to press the escape so it would send a disconnect this thing. There. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Damn it. Okay. But yeah, let's also do so that every client that is already connected will also receive, or the client that gets connected will get every client that is connected. So, oh, that's actually pretty convenient because we already got it basically in here. For every client here, we'll send this, but we should also right now, shit, because I don't want to go through. Okay, like. Because this was really nice that we could do it in here, because this is before we add the new client. So we will just send every other client that, hey, there's a new client coming in. But now there's a slight problem with that. I would also like to tell the current client that it should receive all of the other clients. That should actually be handled once you get acknowledged. Yeah, actually, let's do it. Because, yeah, we could do it here at the same time. Why not? But I think one thing that would make it so clear is here. When it gets that, yeah, it's connected. Here we should also queue. No, we cannot do it because we clear all of the commands at the end. So it is on connect that we should actually make sure that it gets the whole game state. Or anything that is relevant. Which right now is just all of the clients. And in order to do that, well, we do need to do client. We need the actual client to be created. It's okay. What we can do is we can move this. Okay, we can do it. We'll just have to do another extra if condition check thingy. It's okay. So in here, what we'll do, we'll go through each client, and then wait, my brain is not completely brainy right now, because we don't want to if here, and this is the key. Am I doing this wrong? No, I'm not. This is on the server. Message dot from then we know that this is the actual client, and then we don't want to do continue. Then we don't want to process it. Aren't both of these pointers? Oh shit. Well, actually, can I just do dot? I want to do a compare equal. Or there is probably a smarter way. Because I want to send for each loop that it's... Yeah, I just want to skip the client itself, but every other loop will send to each client that this is a new client, and it will also send to the connected client, the client that it's currently looping over. Funny thing. But I cannot take the address of this. But can I do that? And then I would do a memory equal. How much information is inside of this thing? Parse. I think the AI actually suggested something for this before. To see if two sockets are the same. I think just mem equal. But let's go through and see. I think it was somewhere over here now. And we could use that now, but maybe it's a dumb idea. Probably it is, but it could work. It should work. It can work. Okay. How can I compare two IP addresses? Wow. Okay. Okay, it actually did. Okay, let's see. Is there also just a... is there a reckless standard level you can compare? Yeah, you can. You can use the... No, you cannot do that. That packet is from our... No. Your own server code already does this. So filter... That the fuck? That... No, you cannot do that. It's not allowed. Yeah, go and check through those. Is this actually the best way to do it? Well, I mean, I cannot really do it without... Well, before... No, because I... Wait, I don't... Wait, I create... Clients get... Shouldn't have doubted you. No. You should never doubt me. I will continue streaming until basically... I don't know. I don't really have a reason to stop. So... I don't think I will stop streaming. I would like to stream more. And I think I have nailed it today already, streaming a little bit more. Just a lot of stuff going on with... well, it's actually... University is quite chill right now. So... Just thinking a little bit about how to do more videos. But yeah, happy that you're back to watch. Right now my brain is not braining at all because... Oh, right. Because I put this client inside, that's... Wait a minute. How does... That means that... How does the fuck did anything work before then? Because I should already have 2 clients. The first time I connected should already register the client. Wait, hold on. This is bad. Oh no. Oh wait, no, because I did it here before I did the put. No, that is fine. But I cannot magically... Yeah, no, because I do get the... Create the client command queue. Because it's the command queue that I would like to access, but I cannot access it before. Well, I can access it. Can I not? Yeah. So, but that means it has to be done after. That's the problem. I'll try tune in every day. Awesome. Yeah. Just read the cache, whatever. I'm trying to see if this one could find a way to just, because I'm not sure if I can do just a mem copy on mem compare on these two. That would work, but it's also kind of dumb. I think there's the smart way was that I just did it in here before, just for every client but that was already connected would receive the information. But now the client got connected. But now I need to make sure that every client that is connected also receives the information that there is a new client, and but I don't want to send it to the client itself that, by the way, you're connected, so you better create. Why not? Why not just do that? I mean, then you would just get that, yeah, you connected. Now you wouldn't know maybe directly that who you are, but that wouldn't really matter. Would it? Because the server knows who you are every time you send a connection and will just tell you that this entity moved. But yeah, who the hell, how do you know that that's... If I'm telling you that an entity moved, the client will not know that the camera, for example, should be associated with that thing. If I keep it separate like this, then... Yeah, then we'll get the... Yeah, no, I need to do this because I don't want to spawn a camera for every other client. Shit.
No, there should only be 1 camera per game. Like, that's like one of the illusions of multiplayer.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Everyone, like, when you're in a multiplayer game, like, you see other players around, but they don't have an associated camera with you in your client, right? You just have your camera, that's it. Right?
Yeah.
But, like, in everyone else's view, it doesn't seem like that. But everyone, yeah, it's just 1 camera.
Oh wait, you can do this. Oh my god. Expected found. Okay. So now, okay, we go through everyone, and if the client is the client, then we don't send anything. But for every one that we do, we still want to go through client. What the fuck? Client, command Q, append, and this is where it's gonna get a bit funny. We want to append a command, spawn entity, yeah, allocator. Wait, what the fuck? No, wait, I want to do this. Maybe I should actually append the command to do this. No, because this is to send. But should the send only happen inside of system? I guess it should. Yeah, I'm using ECS right now. That's what I'm basically sending between multiplayer here, or connections. So I'm sending to that when a player connects, it spawns an entity on the server, and then it sends back to the client that you should also spawn this on the basically clients as well. But now I'm thinking that I'm probably doing this a bit wrong, because I shouldn't be sending immediately in here. This is wrong. I should always append in the queue. This shouldn't do the actual... Should it? No, it shouldn't. They should just append to queue. Let's see, what the fuck. Spawn entity, go by. I think that's better. And then, because that's what I do in here, is that I say spawn entity, and then we do have the command right spawn entity. Welcome back. And then we'll just here. Well, we'll still need the spawn entity. So this will just be, yeah, we'll change it. So we can say const freak current iterator client, which will be equal to the pair, and then we want this thing.
Pair?
Yeah.
Pairs are good.
Yes, they're freaking great. Command Q append, and then we'll give it the allocator. And this is where we're gonna do, basically we're gonna do this. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna take in the spawn entity and spawn entity command. We're gonna append that. By the stream in the top right. Wait, sorry, the clip in the top right of the stream still has audio enabled, and you can hear a bit of your voice when it loops back. No way it does. Wait, let me... That's hilarious. Wait, where do we have the... Here it is. I haven't... Wait, I don't even see the audio on it, but I guess it does actually have loop, restart, hard... Wait, where is the speed then? I don't even see it. Wait, you guys gonna love this, I guess. But it shouldn't have... Let's see. Does it even have... It should just... Oh, it's an MP4. I thought it was a GIF. Damn. I don't know where the audio could come from. Desktop. La 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 la. Let's just do filters. Gain. Oh. I guess it had audio, but I did this. But I don't know if you still hear something. That's interesting. Let's make it twice the speed. No. Why the fuck? That's funny that you hear. Do you actually hear it? How bad is it? And then this client will now, well, here I would like to now, I need to get somehow, actually we do have access to the, it's gonna be a new, gonna be another one. But this one is gonna be called iterator. It's a really bad name, but I need something. And this thing can just take in the iterator clients, because I just do the ID. I know I store the ID, entity ID, there. Spawn client command, like so. And then we need a try. Of course we need a try. And let's see. Found. Okay, that's a int cast. Okay, and I think that should do it. Let's see. Keep hearing player. You keep hearing player. There's no way. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, let me try this. Can I just add a mute or something? Oh my god. Ain't no way. Player. That's so funny. I have no idea where it... Wait, let me see if I disable it. Do you still hear player? Okay, it spawned one, and let's see if I run this one. Oh shit. It said 2 here, but the first one crashed. That's interesting. I have no idea why it did crash. Yeah, but this one got all of them now, so that's pretty fire. But they still crashed though. Which makes no sense. Not when it's disabled. That's so crazy. What the fuck? How can I just like... There is no mute audio, which I find super strange. There should be a option for that. Oh no, the time is... Oh, actually, no, I should go because I have to wake... Well, relatively early. I have to wake up tomorrow. Fuck! I don't like that time passes so fast. Could it slow down? That would be crazy. Ah, wait, guys, I got this. Look. Current progress. I can just boop, boop, and I think that should have done it. I think, I hope, I believe. Trust me, bro. Funny that I said player during that recording. Wait, I cannot. I have to check it out real quick. I think it's stored in here. MP4. And then I should have, what is it called? That I don't open something else that it's not supposed to be. Let's see, it's from 2056-27, this thing. Player. How do you say player? That's great. Player. No way. I have been having that for like the past, I don't know, 40 or 30 streams there. No ways. Or not that much, but still 20 at least. And people just been hearing player. No fucking way. No way. Great. Let's see, but why do we get a crash here when we actually do a... I haven't saved in... Oh wow, this shouldn't... Oh! Yeah, no, we don't want to do anything in here. Well, we still do want that thing. Shit, I've actually... Okay, let's do this again, okay? Like that. Fuck. Like that. Yeah, I think that's... I don't know, that shouldn't be a valid reason for it to crash. Let's see. We got... 4... We got 4. We should have 3. Motherfucker, what happened? Let's see if it crashes now if I connect another one. Yes, it crashes still. God damn it! But it actually got that it disconnected. Wait, what the fuck? That's crazy. Why does it crash? Because it receives that... I probably am doing something wrong here, because if I say... Okay, what we'll do is that if I don't do any of these things, I think we will be fine. So let me just do this. And we'll do... Just to be sure that that's actually the problem. Like so. And then we'll start the client again, our server, and then we'll go and start a client. But now we'll not get the other clients being connected, but we should at least get ourselves, and we should be able to move back and see the thing. And then I should be able to go in here, start this one, and no crash should happen. Yeah. And I should be able to go back as well and see the thing over here. Yes. Okay. And then if I disconnect both, there's 0 clients or entities. This one got a crash. That makes sense though. That's not a really big problem as of now. I'm gonna get to it in a bit, but it's not a problem. So I'm doing something wrong here when I'm telling it that it should connect. Okay. Let's narrow it down a bit, shall we? We do not want to do this. I'm gonna take this up here. And then that goes same for this thing. Oh my god. Okay, so what could be the problem? Because it's so weird that if I go in... Okay, probably because I need to say that I am connected before I say that anybody else is connected. That makes sense. Okay, let's see. But we should make it... If that's the problem, let's see. Okay, that was the problem. And now both of them say that there's 2 clients connected. And if I were to start a 3rd client... They all should say 3 clients. Fuck, one crashed. Oh, okay, I thought I actually had it. What did it say? Okay, that can actually happen. Yes. I think address unavailable. Okay, no, that doesn't really make sense. Because there can be a thread problem, or because they are trying to... Because there's 2 separate... Are there 2 separate threads? Run concurrent. I'm not sure. But if it is, because then it could be that it's trying to read and write at the same time from the array, and that could be problematic. You're a genius, networking master. No. I'm just messing around. That's what I'm doing. How the fuck did this happen? Did I actually drag this thing out somehow? What the fuck? I'm confusion now. Close it. Anyways. 2+ hours, yeah. I will have to go sadly though in the middle of this abomination. I'm very confusion. I don't know how I dragged that thing out. But yeah, there's a few problems with the dinit, the synchronization of concurrent, and then actually still the connection that clients somehow crash when I connect them, but they shouldn't crash. Yeah. I will be back online tomorrow. If you haven't already, you can join the Discord. Let's see. Let's see there. And I forgot to ping. Harold usually does the ping. He has sent me a message though. Let's see. Now it's comp time. Well, the Switch, not the shit inside. Alright. But yeah, usually we ping when I go live. Today we didn't because Harold is the one who does it, and I'm just okay, cool. But same time tomorrow. Always at least an hour live. Would like to try to aim to do a bit more, but that will be it for today. Yeah, Claude is down. That's crazy. Alright, I think we will call it here. Good night, everybody, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Is that it? Stream's over?
Tomorrow. Yes, the stream is over. I'm still just waiting for it to catch up.